Today, from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, it's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports.
And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
And this will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. The numbers for Zeke from last week. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power, we saw finesse, we saw speed, and what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Prescott from the gun. Escaping the pressure right. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. And here's Hunter Nicewander now. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 35 yards that time on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 12 carries, 138 yards, and a touchdown.
And when he went over 1,000 yards last week, you know what it did for their offense? It gave them a true identity because everyone's going to talk about this. The offensive line's going to take pride in it. Of course, the guy.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Oilers on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Now the extra point. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It's taken to the 26. And some strong running. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. His career rushing numbers just continue to rise with that last carry. He surpasses 12,280 yards and also surpasses Marshall Faulk. Here's Richardson. on first down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 40.
He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Prescott. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They'll try and run forward with Elliott. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to kick it away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And out will come the offense as they take over. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We're watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complementary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Flush to his right. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
51 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the 2nd quarter. And
he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year.
And the Oilers are able to widen their advantage.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive and a 9-yard run on the end of it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. The pass there over the middle to start things out. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A handoff left, Elliott. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 2nd down, Elliott once more.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. The Cowboys on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Toward the sideline, he will have the 1st down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. The give is to Elliott. Oh, what a juke into space. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlight showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that That's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And he's got his receiver, Cooper. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. The first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. Now Elliott. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Now they'll try the jet sweep here. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 98 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown! A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Oilers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm willing to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Here's Prescott. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. To throw is Prescott. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Pulled in at the 24. Shrugs him off. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's in his zone, 2nd quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
On 1st down, Richardson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Houston. Anthony Schwartz standing alone with a new NFL record 32nd touchdown. And the Oilers are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Prescott. And his throw. Incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fielded just inside the 30. Breaks through the contact. 35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Richardson. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Richardson to throw on 2nd down. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Oh, wide open. Complete. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards.
That's a great job of working this.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this. So that challenge, a successful one.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Got some real estate inside the 30. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there as the first half is winding down.
And the Oilers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
The extra point up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive
as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Final play of the half. Prescott.
That is caught by Lamb.
And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
Butker's kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come the second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Richardson now on 1st and 10.
And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete.
touchdown. Anthony Schwartz. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Oilers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
His throw is going to be incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball. We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. Houston's offense taking over again. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. And he's got this down to the 35.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
Yeah, the rookie's going to learn as he goes.
176 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Now Richardson looking to throw on second down. Escaping the pressure right.
They'll find Schwartz complete right side.
And they'll get this down to the 10. And they give this time to the tailback. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And that's a gain of 6 on the first down run. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Back to throw. Richardson flush to his right. And this is caught. It's a touchdown. Oh, there's a flag down. They're already walking this one back. This one's not going to stand. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count?
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Gary Conley. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Prescott now. He finds his man complete. That's Little.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Again, it's Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. To throw is Richardson. Throwing on 1st down. He's going to air one out. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. A great effort there. With touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year.
And the Oilers are pouring it on.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it. but he couldn't seal the deal.
Here's Prescott.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I wonder if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Prescott.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Throwing, Prescott. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First down, Prescott.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off near the 29, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, 193 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And some room to maneuver. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. Oh, they hate that. Wipes out the big play.
And I know this is the NFL, so they would probably fine you for this type of a penalty. But when I was in college, you used to have to do up downs for the number of yards that you cost a team in a big play.
Looking to throw. Richardson eluding the pressure right. This is brought in by Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year.
And the Oilers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Extra point right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
To throw again on 2nd down, Prescott.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott.
He'll go underneath here to Elliott.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 3 yards to gain there, second down. And again, it's Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll bring up a third down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
He's going to have the hook up to Schwartz.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
Anthony Schwartz,
32 yards.
And the Oilers are looking like they'll move to 6-1 as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by one more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
A big play that time on the catch and run. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A first down carry by Elliott. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Prescott.
The man is Kmet, the tight end.
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And does the defense have it? They do, says the referee. We're going the other way.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Strong running at the 30. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Flushed out right. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Flush to his right. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for our visitors, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they will head home next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings.